Hi guys, I am back. I know I've been on a bit of a pause, but there's been a lot going on in the world, in my life. Currently, it's January of 2025, and y'all know. I don't have to tell you, you guys know. Right now in LA, the Palisades fire and the Eaton fire are still burning, but they're making a lot of progress with it. So by the time I post these videos, I think the fires will be out. But right now at the time that I'm filming, they're still burning, and there's still a lot of people who need help. So I will be posting at the end of this video some resources for places that you can donate or just help if you're here in Los Angeles, like places that you can volunteer and stuff. But I'm planning on posting this in February, so I will try to keep it as accurate as possible. As you can see in the title, this is my 1-year update from moving to New Jersey to Los Angeles. If you're new here, I go by Mickey. I'm a filmmaker and actor, depending what time of the year you ask me. And I moved to Los Angeles a year ago. And I have other videos about that journey, but we can start here. It's okay. The last video that I posted about this, I was at my 6-month mark, and I don't know if you can tell in that video, but I was struggling a little bit with loneliness and trying to find my community. This was last summer. And so by the summertime, I had got my apartment, I'd booked some job, I made some new friends. Not a lot, but a few. You know what? Around that time, that's when it was all kind of hitting me. And I remember my friend telling me that when she moved here from Venezuela, it didn't hit her until 6 months in. And I was like, whoa, 6 months in? That seems like a long time for it to finally sink in. But when I experienced it for myself, the 6-month mark is really where it hits you. I don't know why. Something about 6 months and being in a place for an extended period of time, you start to realize you're not on vacation and this is your life. But at the 6-month mark, I think is when I really started to become homesick. And by then I had gone home twice. So every time I went home to New Jersey, I was comparing my life there to my life here. And obviously when you're surrounded by your loved ones, your tribe, your community, you're thinking, oh, this is the better place. But then I come to LA and it's just different. You're like, oh, but this is the new me. I'm a different version of myself here. And I like her a lot. And I love my apartment. I like the landscapes of where I live. It's beautiful. I like my friends here too. But at the time, I think that I was still romanticizing my old life and feeling not nostalgic. I think it's too soon to be called nostalgia. But I was just feeling just homesickness and you miss the comfort of your old room, your old house, your old neighborhood, your childhood friends and all that stuff. So at my 6-month mark, I'm not going to say I was unhappy. I was happy, but I think that's when I was kind of struggling with being here. And then, should I rewind to, okay, let's talk about kind of how things went for me. So I came here with not much of a plan. I had ideas of what I wanted to do, but I was also kind of going with the flow. I came here, I moved into a sublet, then I found my own place. At the same time, I was looking for work. It was a little bit slow in the beginning, but I ended up getting some jobs as a production assistant in the film industry. Being back on set was amazing. It's so crazy, the contrast, because the first job that I got on set, it was so easy and it was so chill, and we were at this amazing location. We were filming actually on the mountains of Malibu and the Pacific Coast Highway, and we filmed in a couple of different locations, but we were just in these beautiful mountains, and I was like, I can't believe this is my job. I can't believe this is my workplace. I can't believe I'm getting paid for this. It was such a chill job. And then the next job that I got after that was the opposite of chill. It was such hard work. I left that job with bruises. I literally had a set bully. There was somebody on set literally bullying me. This person was a higher up of me, and I don't even know how else to describe it. They were just straight up being mean and rude and making me feel like I wasn't doing my job well, which I know that I was, considering the crazy circumstances that we were working in. And I did my best to stand up for myself, obviously without being disrespectful, because you don't want to have beef at work. So it was just such a contrast to the dream that you have about coming here and the reality of what it's like when you actually come here and you're no longer just on I don't want to say vacation mode. like dreamy mode, like when everything's just dreamy and like working out and magical. That is a part of life, but there's also a part of life that's just like grounding and difficult. And so those two jobs are such a contrast from being like, this is such a dream, I'm driving a pickup truck on the mountains and I'm having so much fun, to being on a set where I'm literally like dying, and you're working with people who don't bring that like amazing, magical, loving energy. And both of them are the reality of life. Going through that experience, it kind of just illustrated just like the nuances of like dreams coming true and what that looks like. So after the 6-month mark, I ended up going home a lot more than I expected to, back to Jersey, because of some personal family issues that I had going on. Then when I came back to LA, I was excited to be back, and then it got even harder than I expected it to be, because I started to have really bad anxiety, and I think that it was just a result of a lot of different things happening. And so I had to get through that hurdle, which is like fall of last year. And then last year ended with what was a miracle to me, which was booking an acting job, which was not something I really expected to happen for me last year, because I had quit acting. It's not that I quit acting. I mean, I did, but I quit doing it as a profession, and I decided to do it as a hobby because I couldn't really afford to make it my profession. And then an audition came along that I wasn't expecting. I closed 2024 with an acting job, and I had the time of my life on set. And it was like this resurgence. Like, I remembered why I was pursuing it in the first place after years of auditioning and hearing no, and just being in classes and not being able to do it for a living like I wanted to do originally. So yeah, I had the time of my life on set, and I just felt so aligned. I felt like I was not just living my purpose, but I was just happy with what I was doing, and happy to be in such a collaborative environment with such amazing people. I mean, any actor knows that that's literally like, that is the dream. It's not even about like the scale of the production. It's just about getting on that set and working with people and doing the work that you love. Like, that's why we audition. That's why we spend so much money on our headshots and our classes, is because we want to have that experience. And it's the best feeling in the world. It's literally the best feeling in the world. And so that was such a beautiful way for me to end the year, because it was like, I was dealing with so many different like emotions and like hardships. And I ended the year with what felt like a gift, which was an opportunity to do what I love and to make money while doing it. And so I went home for the holidays. I came back, wildfires, and now we're here. And how do I feel about being in LA now? I still love it. Originally, I had told myself I was going to live here for a year or two. And then I realized about 6 months in that a year was definitely not going to be enough, because it takes a year just to get settled. But then the wildfires happened, and I'm not going to lie, that was like just like a game changer, because even though I know that wildfires and earthquakes happen here in LA, like I knew that before I came here, it's different to know about it, and it's different to experience it. Like, I have experienced, I think, 3 earthquakes since I've been here. And 2 of them were like, oh, whoa, that was an earthquake. But one time, I literally woke up to an earthquake. And I think it was like somewhere around number 4 on the scale. So to some people, they understand how scary that was. Maybe other people think that was like nothing. That was like a little massage or a little bit of turbulence. But to me, I literally woke up with my room shaking. And I leaped out of bed. Leaped or leapt? I got out of bed really quick, and I just ran for cover, and then before I knew it, it was over. But it was so scary, because in the moment, you don't know when it's going to stop. You don't know if it's going to come back. And ever since that earthquake that woke me up, I have like pretty consistent anxiety about earthquakes. Like, only because when people talk about the big one, look it up if you don't know what the big one is. But especially after the wildfires, my fear of earthquakes has... Where's my vocabulary? My fear of earthquakes has It starts with an E. Accelerated? Whatever. Ever since the wildfires, I have even double fear of earthquakes now. And I'm also scared of fires. I mean, I think that now I'm a little more prepared and I know what to expect, as opposed to this month when it's the first time I ever experienced something like that happening in my area. So I don't know. Basically, what I'm saying is that I'm worried about climate change, and I don't want to live my life as if it doesn't exist. Not that I have been, but after experiencing the wildfire, it's given me a lot to think about. I wake up and I look outside and it's so beautiful, and I'm so excited for what this year has to bring and for the new people I'm going to meet and the new places that I'm going to see, because I still have so much to explore in the city. But at the same time, I don't know if I'm going to be here for a long time because of climate change, because of how it feels to not be present in my family's lives as much as I used to be. I mean, my parents are getting older. I have a little sister. I mean, we're all just getting older, you know? And I feel really guilty about my decision to come here sometimes. It was a 100% selfish decision. I just did it for my own fulfillment. And so I deal with a lot of guilt when it comes to being here, because I'm like, I feel like I'm losing time with my family, and that time is so precious. And I know there's FaceTime, but that's not the same. So between that and climate change, I don't know if I'll be in LA for a long time. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where life takes me. I think that everything is mysterious right now about life, and that's the beautiful part about it, is not know what's coming next. There are moments when I feel like this is where I really need to be. Like, literally the universe is telling me to stay here, like calling me to stay here. Also, something that I don't want to forget to mention in this video is that I am truly a believer of divine timing, especially after this past year. Like, I think that even it's so hard to believe in divine timing when things suck and you feel like kind of helpless and like you're in a rut. But I truly, truly believe in divine timing, because in the past year, I have met so many people that I felt like I met them at exactly the right time that I was supposed to. And from those connections came just so many blessings. Like, I met so many people that literally felt like angels to me along my journey, because they would help me. They would help me with things, or they would be there for me when I needed assistance or got sick and needed to be taken care of because I don't have family here. And so something that I definitely don't want to forget to mention in this video is just a quick shout out to all the new friends that I made in the past year since I've moved here, and the way that they have just been blessings to me and just were there emotionally, or just like the kindness that I've received since I've been here. And it's really made me want to just pay it forward in every way that I can. Anyway, thank you guys for watching my channel. If there's any questions you have for me about my process of moving to LA, you can leave a comment, and also you can check out my 2 previous videos about moving here. I call it my NJ to LA series. And there will be more content to come this year, I promise. I won't disappear for as long as I have. And if I do disappear, it's for good reason. It's because I am experiencing what I need to experience so I can come back and give you all the good content, okay? Thanks, and stay blessed, everybody.